and it went friggin' ballistic. In the first 24 hours, we did over $300,000 worth of volume.
Usually, when people start to feel really confident about where we are in the market, that's when GameFi starts to do well. That's when NFTs start to do well. But the problem with GameFi is that if you want to be a very successful game, like a first person shooter game on Avalanche, for instance, you need a very strong backing. And usually, if there is strong backing, while the game can be a lot of fun, in terms of maximizing your investment opportunities, they may not necessarily be there. It's a big reason why a lot of people have interest in SocialFi. SocialFi does not require as high of a cost to create a game, but as long as you understand the social dynamics of crypto, of Web3, then you're much better off. If you're new to crypto, I don't think SocialFi is a place where you want to start. But if you're somebody that is well versed in crypto and you're thinking about what are some narratives that haven't really gotten a lot of attention yet, one area that I'm looking at is SocialFi, specifically on Solana. And the reason why Solana is because I think that Solana has strong potential for the rest of the market. And there was a post put out by Mert about a specific SocialFi project that I wanted to do a deeper dive on. So in this episode, you're going to hear from Billy, who is the founder of Banger. It's got a little bit of a pumped up fun feel to it, but it's specifically for X. Check it out.
My name is Billy. I'm building an app to help people get paid to find bangers early and put their money where their mouth is. So let's face it, for better or for worse, crypto Twitter has a higher retention rate than any other crypto related product currently. I'm on I'm on there myself for hours every day. Been that way for years. I'll admit it. But at least I like to think that when I'm on there, I'm getting valuable information. I'm laughing. I'm distributing product. So everyone in crypto seems to be on crypto Twitter and use it for at least 30 minutes a day. But it is a mess on there. Like, I'm scrolling through so much just AI slop, page shills, clickbait, and it makes me mad. Like, I realize how important it is to curate my reality and like minimize the level of bullshit that I'm consuming. And then I get mad. Like, I'll scroll past a low quality post and I'll like feel real rage at it for wasting my time. And it's also fleeting. Like, even the best posts, the real true bangers, they're hard to capture. Like, I want a fun, easy way to organize and actually revisit the greatest ideas. And finally, it's extractive. The users, us, we're the ones that are providing all the value to the Twitter platform, creating content, but also sharing, following, providing all that engagement that happens. Like, we are the ones creating that value, and it'd be cool to be able to capture some of that as well. So to solve these problems, we see people curating content. It starts with liking, retweeting, sharing links with your friends. I feel like everybody these days is in some sort of group chat where they share links to tweets, there. And when you do that, you are providing value to others. You're putting the homies on. You're delivering valuable information, or you're at least trying to make them laugh. And some people even take it a step further. Like, personally, I wrote a newsletter when I was in college, a weekly newsletter where I would curate the top tweets from crypto Twitter, and people loved it. Like, that was by far their favorite section of the newsletter. I was just delivering them the highlights from crypto Twitter. But it's hard work, man. Personally, with that newsletter, it just seemed impossible to monetize. The costs were just not worth, like, it just did not become it wasn't a sustainable venture, right? Curating content for people. And you can see here, this Inverse Bra guy is the biggest content curator, let's say, on crypto Twitter. And you can see here him like complaining, sharing his struggle. He gets pinged over 2,000 times daily for curation requests. And he even says it should be a paid job. So content curation is hard work. and it is hard to monetize. So given all this, we tested a product. We launched Banger. It's just an app to buy and sell tokenized tweets along price curves. And it went friggin' ballistic. In the first 24 hours, we did over $300,000 worth of volume, over 1,000 like users signing up on the site. We did 6K revenue. And the site even crashed with just the sheer amount of traffic that people were like hitting the site with. But it was awesome. I mean, despite all the chaos, like we got what we came for, and we got what we needed, which is lots of feedback from organic users. And this is like why we think that people liked the product, like potential product market fit. There's really like 3 core groups of users, we think. The first is content curators. Those are first-class citizens to us. But with this product, it's net new. And it's the most interesting, I think, angle of the product market fit. We're actually allowing content curators to monetize their ability to find bangers early. But for casual content enjoyers, like it's interesting, these bonding curves result in a valuable information that is the ranking, right? And so now for casual, like people that like to see bangers, now they can come on Banger and see bangers only without having to scroll through garbage, because the timeline is actually sorted by people putting their money where their mouth is. On Twitter, I think the crux of this problem is that it's free to boost a tweet on Twitter. Not to mention all the bots and AI stuff now. And then for content creators, we do believe that this is the best way that they can monetize their tweets without strings attached. It avoids some of the toxic relationships that come with other SocialFi products, where you're just setting creators up with like an army of degens that's like hinged and pressuring these creators on pumping their bags or have claims on their future work. So this is kind of our big vision. A question I get a lot is like a lot of SocialFi products haven't seen retention. So like, what makes you think this will be retention, not just like a flash in the pan? Well, basically, I look at like the 2 most successful like SocialFi products right now, Pump Fun and Polymarket. I think Pump Fun has retained retention because there's always an opportunity to 100x like every single day. So it's just pure like speculation potential. But Banger provides that because there's new tweets every day. There's endless amount of content. There's new bangers being posted every day. So we have that potential for people. And we also noticed that 4 of the top 50 Pump Fun coins by market cap are just based on tweets. The description of the tokens is a link to a tweet. So Banger is liquid markets for memes with widespread distribution on the biggest social media platforms instead of just tickers and images. And for Polymarket, I think they've maintained retention because their speculation that happens on their platform results in valuable information. Like personally, I'm not a bettor on Polymarket. I don't place bets on Polymarket, but I was glued to my screen, the Polymarket screen during the US election. And Vitalik's talking about this now with information. He's calling it information finance, but the idea is the speculation actually results in valuable information. And that does it for Polymarket. And I think Banger provides that too. So to us, Banger is a source of truth for ideas that people believe in instead of events that people think are going to happen, like in the case of Polymarket. So that's our vision for sticking around. Right now, we're raising to accelerate to 1 million trades, 1 billion revenue. One of the main things with the product that we want to change we're changing for V2 is that we're going to use fungible tokens instead of NFTs, so more curators can participate. Anyone can ape any amount of SOL into any tweet, no matter the price. NFTs we saw were pricing people out too quickly because people had to buy a whole unit. So this is just with fungible tokens, we'll have more liquidity, more volume, more fun. Another on the distribution side, a new viral loop that we're going to be using for V2 is whenever a new market for a tweet gets created, we're going to actually auto reply to that tweet on Twitter with a link to the market. So then ideally, like we're pushing Banger onto Twitter, ideally on Twitter, underneath all the bangers, one of the top replies is, hey, by the way, you can go speculate on the virality of this tweet here with a link to the market on our site. And we have a lot of cool ideas for what we want to do with that, but we want to dominate with the product first. This is us. I'm Billy. working with a super crack dev, Kunal. He's been around Solana. He's built a lot of apps. He's a wizard. But yeah, this is a little bit about us. I think I might be running short on time. So, oh yeah, but that's it.
Awesome. Thanks so much for that presentation, Billy. I have a question in terms of like you're starting to see more like AI agents and now they're like posting tweets. And how do you feel like that new phase of AI is going to like change the culture of what you're building?
Yeah, we're already seeing people complaining about the quality of the AI bot tweets. Some of them are funny, but like a lot of them are just like just C tier content, just nonsense. A lot of it, and like that's a huge problem and just a growing problem on the internet in general. We are seeing an explosion right now, but just the cost to create content is getting so low with these AI bots. Like there's just no cost to posting tweets. So it's just yeah, I mean it's accelerating the problem in my mind. So yeah.
Billy, I had a quick comment for you, if you could, for the audience. Could you give a quick TLDR on what a blink is? Just because I don't know that everybody who will see this understands that.
Sure. Blinks is an evolution of the internet. It's just a way to basically render a UI for Solana transactions anywhere on the internet. If somebody has a wallet that supports the blinks, which all the most popular Solana wallets do, the most popular and powerful use case for them right now is blinks on Twitter. And the experience is pretty crazy. If you have blinks enabled, you're scrolling Twitter and buttons are popping up to execute Solana. Basically, the key unlock is people can execute Solana transactions directly on Twitter. You have these blinks, which is just a link. But if somebody has blinks enabled through a wallet, that link will actually unfurl on Twitter with a UI with buttons to execute Solana transactions. So users can execute Solana transactions directly on the Twitter UI without having to leave. So it's a great distribution tool that people are really excited about.
And is that for specifically if you have like the Solana phone that's coming out, or is that just in general, anybody can activate that?
Yeah, so yeah, anyone can activate it. And there are some caveats. Like right now, I think it only works on desktop with like mobile browser like wallet extensions. But I mean, those are everyone has one of those. But yeah, anyone can use it through Phantom or Backpack or any of the top Solana wallets right now.
Nice. Anybody else have any questions before we move on?
I had one quickly, actually, I wanted to bring up. So you mentioned the original creators of the content can monetize through Banger. What's that process look like? And is there like an automated scalable way to do this? Or do they sort of have to manually like log in with Twitter to Bangers to Banger to claim it?
It's actually totally permissionless. On every buy and sell or mint and burn of every single token, a 2% fee goes to the author of the tweet. It goes there automatically, no matter if that content creator, Twitter user has signed up on our app yet. So they're stacking royalties in our app. At any time, a user, a content creator can log into Banger and claim those royalties that have been stacking up from their fans collecting their content.
Kudos to you for the creativity, imagination, the ambition, and just overall courage to put yourself out there. It's awesome. Really, really cool to see.
Thank you guys for the opportunity.